I've been gone for 3 months, and not because I quit, but because I was actually building during that time, and a lot was kind of going on. I was like mostly building and not documenting the process. I built like 4 apps. So ultimately, I am not what I said I was. I'm not just a game developer. I do a lot more than that. Pretty cool. I've done so many things during the time that I got lost in those things, in the sense that I stopped making videos. I was thinking about making them, it's just I didn't know how to. I was getting stuck documenting the whole process. So like I wouldn't say I came up with this, but I didn't read it from anyone or saw it from anyone else. Made a workflow that makes me produce things faster. That will be in the next video. So I basically shifted fully into building mode and stop talking more, because I'm actually someone who tends to plan more than do. So I was doing more than I was planning. Basically, I would think of an idea right now, and next thing you know, probably like a couple of hours after that, depending on what the idea was, it would exist just like that. In other words, I was pretty much experimenting. And if something didn't work out, I either dropped it or was like, okay, I'm just gonna come back to it later, right? So I was building apps, trying to get proper routines in terms of exercising, sleeping early, waking up at the same time every day. And I'm not going to lie, I still struggle with that. It's actually 25 to 12. Yeah, I should have been in bed like at 10 along. Didn't quit, right? I just started doing more and recording less. That is all. I'm kind of back into it again. There is a chance that I might disappear again, because I tend to get into building mode more now. I'll just show you the things I've built over the past couple of months. Technically, all of these were built in like a single week in 1 month, and I just spent the other months building myself down. First thing up, I built okay, not completely, but it's getting there. I'm working on a content creation pipeline ecosystem, or well, I'll say for myself, but currently in testing phase. Some of the things are not one together, so they're not, I wouldn't say they're an ecosystem right now. This is the central hub where all the ideas we have, all the content we want to make will be here. Everything will be handled from here. It's basically like the central hub. So if there's an idea and everything is done, like the script, editing and all that, we sign it off and say, okay, this is supposed to be a video, and then we start working on that. And then this one is ArtKeep. Its purpose, though I call it a note-taking app, in reality it's actually supposed to, yes, it can be used as a note-taking app, but it's meant to be like a scripting app. So we write our scripts, our ideas there, like completely, whereas in Moose we just write like, okay, we want to do this, that's it. And then we take that into ArtKeep, and then we just write down the full details, summarize it, turn that into a script, and produce a video. And then we have Pixelor. The name needs to change actually, because it turns out there's something not quite exactly similar in like the order, but the way you say it's kind of similar. So I'm gonna be working on changing the name. So Pixelor is a pretty simple, image editing form. Also not integrated, not yet. Again, in testing. I still need to add more features to it before anything else can be done. So simple editing, you just change the saturation, filters, that kind of stuff. Nothing too hectic, right? And yeah, it's been a lot. It's been quite a lot. Man. Okay, and then there's one other thing I made, but I can't show this right now because actually there's no reason why I couldn't show it, but I don't want to yet. But the basic idea is that it's a student marketplace for students to sell. That's about it. I won't show it yet, at least, but yeah. So ultimately I'm kind of changing the way I do things, so there might be some raw videos, like raw unedited videos, in the next couple of coming months, right? I made a new playlist on my YouTube channel. It's called Experience. If you're new here, yeah, please join us. See what we do. There's not a lot, but more's coming. So yeah, I'm going to record while I build, and I'm going to try my best to document almost everything I do. Some things I might even show clips of my day-to-day life, things I get up to besides just coding. Yeah, some college related ones too. And yeah, so I won't disappear as much. I might sometimes, because kind of like decompress or something. But yeah, if I am building things, you'll see it. And yeah, let's just get back to it. So ultimately, I am not just a game developer anymore. Actually, I never was, but I identify as a game developer, but ultimately I am not one. But the idea is, I do love game development a lot, actually. If anything, that is all I want to ever do. But yeah, thank you for listening. So yeah, I am back partially. And yeah, I'll be making a bit more things. If you haven't subscribed and you want to see what more we're going to get up to, please do so. Like and comment anything that comes to your mind. And yeah, adios.